Hey Toast West, I'm here with Nick and Kelsey from the band Kelsey and The Chaos.
Hi, how you doing?
Yo, yo.
How has work tour been so far?
It's been awesome.
Yeah.
So we actually end in 2 more shows, and I'm like so impressed. Like I don't want to go home. It's been too much fun.
Is this your first year on Warped Tour?
No, it's actually our 3rd, but it's our longest run. The last 2 years we only did 10 dates each, and then this year we did 21, or we're finishing up our 21 dates. So.
Oh, that's cool. Have you had any crazy experiences so far?
There's just been so many. I mean, it's just been. I mean, we have a really crazy bus. We're actually we're sharing a bus with the band American Six Gun, who's also playing the Kevin Says stage, and they are crazy.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
we're pretty tame, but like them being on there really brings out the
wild side in all of us.
It's really weird.
Cool. They're all a little older than us, so they're crazy. They've been on the tour like 10 times, so they know they know how to get it done.
Yeah. How do you describe the sound of Shut Up and Deal?
Go for it. You go.
That was like our first CD, so like, you know, we wrote, there's like 8 songs on that, and some of them are like heavier, some are poppier. We were just kind of exploring like where we could go musically. Like Wrapped Around Your Finger, the single, is like a heavy song, and there's some tracks on there like I Don't Need Anyone and You're Not the First that are like really poppy. So like that was kind of our way of writing a lot and releasing a lot of like different styles and seeing where we were getting the best reaction to start writing for another release. So it was, you know, we wrote it before we did our first tour, which was like 2 years ago. So it was like kind of written for fun, didn't know like anything was going to happen.
We didn't really know where we wanted to be as a band yet, so that, you know, and we were all, I mean, we were 18, 19 years old when that was being written, so it was like, you know, young, not really sure what we wanted to do yet.
And you mentioned Wrapped Around Your Finger. You guys have a music video out for that.
Yeah.
What was it like filming that?
It was so fun. Like,
yeah, it was fun. We filmed it in Virginia Beach.
So it was hot.
Yeah, it was really hot. But it was the first thing any of us had done, like, music video-wise. It was like a completely new experience. We're excited because we're going to do, when we get off Warped Tour, we're going to film a video for our new single, Life Goes On. So we're excited to get to do that again. It's going to be really fun.
Yeah, I remember when I was younger, I always would pretend to be in a music video. And I used to love to watch like Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera and NSYNC music videos, and I was like, I hope I can do that someday. Like, so I was just like ecstatic. Like, it's so fun.
If you could do a song with any artist, who would it be and why?
Snoop Dogg. For me, Snoop Dogg.
Why?
Because Snoop Dogg's awesome. He's legend. He's legendary. He just seems like such a pimp too.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's why. That's a good reason.
Yeah.
So what about for you?
With any artist, I feel like everybody has said Cincinnati. I would love to do a song with Dave Grohl, just because like the first band I ever really got into was Nirvana, and I'm a drummer, and he drummed for them, and then he does Foo Fighters, which is one of my favorite bands. So that would be really cool.
Are you guys working on any songs for the future, or?
Doing a lot. We're trying to stay on the road as much as possible, but we plan on having a new record, probably another EP by like middle end of November, right before the holidays.
Seeing you have 2 more shows left on Warped, what was your favorite memory from the tour?
I would say favorite playing memory would be, like, we played a lot of markets on this tour that we don't get the chance to come to too often, like Orlando, Atlanta.
Today even.
Yeah, today. So like playing wise, we were really surprised at how big our draw was at those shows.
Yeah.
And like just tour wise, like all the barbecues, like all the hangouts.
We had an
afterwards.
awesome day off in Nashville, Tennessee, which was like a blast. It's hard to pinpoint one.
It's cool, like the whole thing. It's really weird for us, like, you know, I'm 20, she's 21, so like even 5 or 6 years ago when we were 15, like a lot of the bands on the tour who are big now were like right where we were, but now we get to, you know, we're standing behind them in like the catering line.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, waiting behind them to take a shower, and it's just
So
like
fun.
so surreal that like
Really cool.
we're kind of in the same lifestyle as they are.
Yeah.
So like everything about it.
Everything.
Awesome. I can't pick one.
Me either.
So have you ever been to Milwaukee before? Or
Yeah, we did the rave, I think. Is that?
Yeah.
In Milwaukee, we did that January of 2008. Wait, January of 2009. Sorry. Yeah, we came through with a band called Just Surrender, patent pending. We were actually touring on a tour bus for that tour. We were splitting one with Just Surrender, and like all I remember about the whole tour is that it was snowing like the whole time. But and actually when we did Warped Tour in 2008, we did the Milwaukee date.
Yeah.
as well.
I've been here a couple times.
Yeah.
We'd like to come more. I really like the city. It's nice.
It's beautiful.
It's pretty.
did you go down in the basement in the rave? Or
We played like, is there one venue there, or is there a few?
there's I think 4 or 5.
Yeah,
There's
we played
like
one of like,
yeah.
it was up a few stair levels, but I remember walking by like one level that was like all stores, and then like
I loved that venue.
Yeah,
I thought
it was neat.
awesome.
Yeah. Do you have any advice for high schoolers wanting to make it in the industry?
Yeah, I mean, you know, we had just graduated high school. We did 2 semesters in college, and we both had the opportunity to like try to do different bands before we went to college, and it didn't really pan out. But we both just like had the attitude that, you know, this is what we wanted to do. Like we were going to continue pursuing education and stuff. But right when we got the opportunity, like even though we had no idea where it was going to go, and you know, we're kind of comfortable where our lives were. Like we've given up a lot, but you know, you can't be afraid of failing or, you know, losing friends or whatever.
I think my whole thing is like you have to be willing to make sacrifices. The people, you know, on this tour and in these bands have worked really hard to get here, and they also haven't, you know, you have to give up a lot. I mean, we missed out on college. I missed out on a lot of high school because I was busy working. You have to keep your mind focused. Don't get caught up in partying, the craziness, because that can really affect.
Yeah. I guess like don't be afraid of, you know, taking risks.
Yeah, and work hard. You just have to work really hard. That's it.
And Nick, you mentioned something about like trying out other bands, but it never really worked. How was this band formed?
This band was formed. Kelsey and I went to college in Boston at Berklee College of Music, and we met up there and kind of started jamming around with a few guitar players and bass players, and you know, we wrote our first couple songs collectively with like a few different people, and when we had the chance to tour after our second semester, we were like, you know, we're gonna move back to New York City and try to form like a solid lineup there, and that's what we did, and we started touring
Soon after.
yeah, so that was really, like, we both went to college saying like, you know, our
to start a
parents wouldn't
band.
be too happy, but like, you know, we're just coming here to meet people, to start a band, and you know, see where it could go.
That's what my parents told me to do when I went to school. They're like, just find